What's going on, people? Welcome to the Wrap Up podcast video series with myself, Louis J. Walker, my co-host Cal Griffin. Cal, say hi to the people.
What's up? What's going on?
And our first official guest of the video series, entrepreneur and music entertainment extraordinaire, David Melyan. What's going on, man?
How you doing?
Say hello
good?
to the people.
How you doing? How's it going?
Right, guys, let's get straight into this. I've known David for a couple years now, about 2-3 years, something like that. A lot of the events that I've played, the big names like KRS-One, like H, like Professor Green, Rudimental, a lot of big names. Not bragging at all.
No, it's just you know.
It's all comes from this man right here. Makes the magic happen, puts the events together. Has recently gone on to entrepreneurship on his own through a watch company, Meylan, which we'll get into.
Yeah.
Stuck into. Can't wait to talk about that.
You said it right as well.
Brilliant.
Bang.
Smashed it.
Good research. My co-host Cal is here to pump him with questions as well, so we can really get to the bottom of how David works and how he does what he does.
So, mate, it's cool. Thanks for having me.
You mentioned to us before we started that you've been in the music industry for 15 years.
Probably is about 15 now, yeah. Which is a bit.
So 15 years deep. Talk to me just about what it is that you do.
So started off with DJing.
Yeah.
Like my man here.
Yeah.
It was really just like the passion for the industry, for the music, for hip hop. And then, that led me to just wanting to be in the industry somehow. And I can't rap like you. I was going to try it, but I just knew I couldn't do it. I think I go back a long way. Like my mum's a singer and
no way, really?
Yeah.
Like professionally?
Yeah, she had moments.
No way.
Nice.
Yeah. Big up Mumsy.
Yeah, big up mum. So I think I was just always wanted to be in the industry and so passionate about it, mainly because of hip hop being the main thing.
Yeah, who were the big artists when you talk about the passion and it mainly being hip hop? Who were the big artists at the time, 15 years ago?
Tupac has always been my idol. Yeah. And then of course Eminem. Yeah. Yeah, the obvious ones, but I was the kid at school with the shady tracksuit and the G-Unit trainers.
Nice.
I was always a little bit different. But it became an obsession as to how I get into the industry.
Yeah.
Somehow. And I remember being 15, 16 and writing to Death Row Records, and you're wearing a Death Row Records t-shirt, which is ideal. Shout out to Death Row Records.
Yes.
And writing to Jay-Z's label, all the labels, just with a hope, just the hope that I might get some sort of any opportunity really, just to work with them, for them.
How different is that now? Dave talks about literally sitting down and writing letters and sending them out, getting the address.
Yeah, that makes me sound old as fuck.
Not at all. But for a lot of kids coming up now, it wouldn't even cross their mind.
Do you know what? It was trying to find an avenue to get to them. To get contact with them, because obviously that was before Instagram and stuff. But even now, you have to think outside the box, because if you DM everybody, the chances are they're not going to see it.
Of course, because these record labels, they're getting thousands of DMs a day.
Yeah.
So what's yours is not any different to the spam.
It's the same problem now. It's you can DM anyone you want, but the likelihood of them actually getting back to you or seeing it is pretty slim. So you've got to kind of find ways to contact. And obviously when you're in Devon as well, it's not as easy to access, the entertainment industry, if you like.
Yeah, that's right.
We're kind of far removed from it. So wrote to everybody. I just kind of wanted to just have an opportunity somewhere, and I wasn't going to get it here. I don't have any contacts. Didn't have anyone above me that was going to give me an opportunity and pull me in. Yeah. So I had to make my own opportunity. None of them replied, by the way. Yeah. So thanks for that.
Zero replies.
Actually, Death Row Records did actually reply, and I've got the letter still.
Way.
Yeah, it was kind of a generic reply, but it was a reply. And do you know what? To have a letter coming from LA,
I bet your heart was pumping.
I was like, wow, this is crazy. I'm going to frame it. Actually, I found it recently. I'm going to frame it, and next to I've got a 2-pack.
Running in the house Mum, they're going to give me a record deal.
Yeah. So still available. But so that was a kind of those little moments you get are the motivating. Keep you ambitious, keep you kind of excited about the possibility of trying it.
Once in a while, you get those big moments, aren't they?
Yeah.
They might seem little to other people, but to you and your journey, like they're huge.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like in Devon, you know, and I'm watching MTV Cribs and watching like all the MTV and everything, and like suddenly I've got some kind of contact.
It's always sort of been like that though, like, and it still is like that, like in Devon, like that hip hop, the rap, the urban culture, like that's still being. I mean, it's a lot more popular now because the culture is so easily like being taken in.
Yeah.
But like, it's still not widely accepted, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's still like a bit of a.
It kind of blew up at that point in my age, I guess, where like it was, you know, if you go back, Tupac was obviously a little bit kind of old school for me, but still prominent. Like still, you know, his death and stuff was like quite recent still. But yeah, it was just a case of like it just blew up, you know, and then MTV blew up with it, and it was all kind of you know, all the rappers were, it was all about the lifestyle, not just the music. And the lifestyle was something I was really interested in, which led me to like the success crave. If you like.
Cool.
So then it wasn't just about like, I like the music, it was like, I love their lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I've always been a bit entrepreneurial and stuff, so it was kind of just, you know, I felt like I really wanted to have a stab at it. And DJing was like, I thought, well, I love the music.
Yeah.
I can't sing or rap.
Yeah.
You know, I was too young to get into like being a promoter or an agent or something. So I was like, let's get into the industry somehow.
Yeah. How old were you when you wanted to dwell into DJing?
How old was I? I think about 15 or 16, I got a pair of decks.
Yeah.
And just sort of like started practicing and whatever
Same
else.
for you, Cal?
Yeah, it was the same sort of age, like
Same sort of age.
last couple of years of high school.
Yeah. I think that's when you sort of come into your own, don't you? And you sort of know what you kind of want to do.
Yeah. No, I mean, to be honest, that was, I think, you know, just by buying all the music and like having all the, you know, then it became like a thing. So then I started practicing and trying to get gigs.
Yeah.
Couldn't get any gigs. No one was writing back to me. So when I was 19, I went to Ayia Napa, Cyprus.
Yeah.
I didn't come back for 3 years. No joke. And that, to be honest, like I was literally searching for an opportunity.
Longest holiday.
Yeah, it started off, I took a mate with me and it was like, we'll go on holiday. And I always said, I'm not planning on coming back. So, you know, I said to my mum and dad, it's like a traveling thing. Because I knew that at the time, like from urban music, Ayia Napa was the spot. Whereas Ibiza was all about house and whatever else.
Yeah.
So
loves it.
That's my realm.
Loves it.
So I literally just took the gamble, flew out, networked, still rolling with some of them now.
Quality.
Got my first DJ gig.
Yeah.
My first big club show actually was supporting EZ.
Nice.
Funny enough. Which
No way.
Yeah, I mean, not
small
direct,
world, man.
not directly supporting it. I wasn't like on the fly, but it was kind of like, right, this guy, he's I was DJing in the bars and stuff, and he was like, it's pretty good. They had a slot to fill really early on in the club. But obviously I was only 19, it was all new. And they were like, EZ's the headline. And he was massive back then, but it wasn't quite what he is now. But I remember him just being like, he introduced me to garage. I didn't really know much about garage at that point. I was like, what is this guy doing? It's crazy. Like
quality.
That then like reignited the excitement about DJing and stuff. I was like, he's not like on another level.
Yeah.
Although it wasn't necessarily what I was playing. But yeah, I loved that. Yeah.
You saw the potential, like what's like when you actually see it for yourself, it's completely different, isn't it? Like it's enough like seeing it on TV and reading about it and taking it in other ways, but when you actually see it in the physical, when you see someone doing what you want to do.
I didn't know DJs could do that.
Yeah.
Like, and he started like pretty much sort of, you know, making music, if you like.
Yeah.
You know, in the building. But so that was
quality,
the
mate.
next
Well,
step.
talk to me about who influenced you to sort of do what you do. Sort of, and I'm talking more entrepreneurship. We'll talk about what you do entrepreneur-wise in a minute. But is there like
there isn't like one particular
professional people? Like for me, like business-wise, it's like Gary Vaynerchuk. Like I absolutely love him.
Yeah, I get obviously people like Diddy.
Yeah,
you know, because he is like
I know,
you know,
that a lot.
and Jay-Z, and like obviously, you know, that was a big part of realizing that it's not just about the music industry. You have to have sidelines. You have to like branch out for it to be a business and be successful.
Yeah.
I mean, how many rappers or any music artists have come and gone? you know, and not made the money.
Right, yeah.
So,
like, what's the average lifespan of a rapper? Like, really?
my God, if you look at all the stories, like, you know, how many of them are actually like have lasted a whole
Exactly.
career, lifetime, and still living off the money. But I guess for me, it was like the roller coaster upbringing. You know, seeing the best of the best and the worst of the worst.
Yeah, quality.
And that gave me the ambition.
So, we keep calling you an entrepreneur. Let's tell them why. Let's talk about the watch company.
Yeah.
I noticed that you've got one on as well.
Of course. Got
Sparkling
to
away.
represent the watch brand.
Talk
Show
to
the
me.
camera that one.
Talk to me about the brand.
Yeah, so this one I'm seriously passionate about. So for me, it's a big step in my career.
Yeah.
I think I'm at the right point in my life and career and stuff as well to launch it.
Yeah.
So it's been about 3 years in the making. One thing I can thank the pandemic for, I guess it gave me the time to actually
Definitely
do it.
You know, whereas for a lot of people in the music industry at that time, it would have been just devastating. But for you, it's been quite a blessing because you can take the time out completely and just focus purely on that.
Yeah, it's like
Blessing in disguise, really.
It is, but equally, like it doesn't make the blow any easier. Like,
Nah, of course not.
I mean, you know, for the entertainment industry point of view, that like I put my life and soul into it, and then literally end up kind of like, right, okay, nothing now. Like, you know, and I'm not employed by someone, so it's not like I get like. So like that security aspect, but it just goes to show not to have all your eggs in one basket.
Definitely, yeah. That's a good point. Something to take in, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. And the brand was something I was working on for 3 years prior to actually launching it.
Yeah. For 3 years behind the scenes.
3 years planning it, kind of dreaming up the ideas. You've got,
Yeah.
kind of got to be like a bit of a kind of.
What made you want to do that?
So I've got a lot of Swiss heritage. My granddad was a watchmaker, and he's Swiss.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I've always loved watches and been like kind of like just obsessed with it. I like find it like quite amazing that you can go and buy a watch for 78 grand.
Yeah.
And you know, I want to know more about why that watch is 78 grand. But
I know, yeah.
I kind of ended up like studying it a little bit more. But then equally, the entertainment industry comes back into it because it was through representing people and touring people, the amount of brands that were like offering us, like, or can you get this act to do this? Can you get this person to endorse this product? And I was like, okay, I didn't realize this part of the industry.
Yeah.
And yeah, so a lot of brands approached me, and I was like, well, I've got the contacts, and I've got this watch idea. Mm-hmm. And if I could try and like merge the two, maybe I could like, I've got a chance of making this big. And then the pandemic hit, and I was like, right, this is probably either the best or the worst time to do it. Because obviously financially it's a scary time to like take a huge, you know, risk.
Yeah.
Obviously I've been restricted in like photo shoots and business trips and launching in Switzerland. Like I couldn't get there. It was like, so yeah, but I haven't looked back, and it's exciting. It's going well.
I really like it. The fact that you actually go to Switzerland as well. And
I had to, it's like
Or have you not got inside the Mirage Hotel?
So Stade Palace, we're that's like our base, so they're displayed and on sale there, which
that's amazing.
Billionaires Playground. That was
amazing.
That was for me like a bit of a
Anybody that should honestly check out this place and just have a look.
Oh, it's like another level. It's crazy. But like for me, again, that goes back to my like roller coaster upbringing. And I actually, for a short period of my life, Dad was doing all right at the time, and we actually lived. I went to school near there.
No way.
I lived there for like 8 years, and it was like it's just like another world. It's literally a fairy tale. I mean, literally, I was hanging out with like billionaires' kids, and seeing Roger Moore all the time. It was like just another world. What? But then literally drastically to like lose all of that. And like dramatically, my dad like he went through tough times out there, and the recession in the 90s. Dad literally picked me up from school. We moved back to England that day. Literally drove to England.
No way.
And I literally just said bye to all of that. So all of that kind of everything I saw and everything I witnessed, everything that I like lived, just became like a memory. But it was almost like, did I actually live that? It was like, was that real? Mm-hmm. And it was a tough age to come back and be like, the poor kid, if you like, because it was like literally from that point to this point. So to years later going back, and I've got a watch brand with my son's name on it.
Quality.
I kind of feel
You
like
were,
that's all I
you
wanted
were
to
saying
achieve.
before, like you didn't realise when you were representing people all the brands that would come to you, all those things. But you're new. You've got a new watch out, haven't you? Recently.
Yeah.
And who have you got representing that?
This man. No,
Name drop.
I'm working on it. It's difficult though. Like I have found that. Like it's. I thought it was going to be a bit easier and be like, look, mate, I've spent all those shows I got for you. Can you wear a watch? And suddenly it's about money and it's about complications with endorsing other products and everything else. But Snoop Dogg has got a watch.
Snoop Dogg has got.
He has actually
watch.
got this watch. So Snoop, can you please send me a picture? I don't know what cameras are looking to, but
Snoop, come on, man.
I've had confirmation he's got it and he likes it.
We'll clip this and we'll just tweet him, just like
Yeah. Snoop,
Please do.
Send us a picture,
I'm a
man.
huge fan. But yeah, so Snoop's got one, and
Didn't you brought Snoop Dogg to Timepiece Exeter, didn't you?
I did.
Chat to me about that.
that was a
quickly.
night.
Yeah,
What was he like in person?
legend. Honestly, I've
nice.
met so many people
Yeah.
in the industry
Yeah.
and been messed around by plenty as well. And I had divas and I've had dramas and I've had people that turn up.
Not me. It was twice, Cal. Right? It was twice.
Twice I didn't get those water bottles.
Yeah. No, but they say never meet your heroes.
Yeah.
Now I grew up on Tupac, Death Row Records, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Huge fan. Opportunity came about. I just constantly knocking on doors trying to create an opportunity. I knew he was coming to Ballmasters.
Yeah.
I also know he likes doing the whole Snoopadelic DJ thing with the after parties and stuff. So I was like, well,
Is that what it is? Snoopadelic?
DJ
Snoopadelic.
Snoopadelic.
yeah.
Brilliant.
DJ Snoopadelic. So I was like, I've got to try and make this happen.
Yeah.
Like, for me, this is a career highlight. This is the biggest thing for me.
Personally as well.
on a personal level, but equally
Snoop.
big deal. It's Exeter, it's Timepiece. It's a great venue for it, but it's a small venue.
Yeah.
Anyway, I reached out and made it happen. If there was a script to the perfect event, that would have been it.
Quality.
Because, you think it's Snoop Dogg. He's sold 38 million albums. He's massive.
Yeah.
There's so many things that could go wrong with this. Like he could not turn up.
Yeah.
He could be late, or people wouldn't believe it's him, and they didn't. Everyone thought that it was a lookalike.
That's such a small city mentality.
It really is. Though.
Yeah,
That's the problem. They're it was it's not going to be him, or he's not going to turn up. And then when he does turn up, it's going to be a lookalike. No, Snoop Dogg actually turned up early.
Ballpark figure between. You don't have to say the amount.
Oh, shit.
You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but just go between one number and another number and leave a big gap.
You guess a number, and I'll say
I want to say anything between 15 and 25.
higher than that.
I would have said
Higher than that.
I would have said about 50.
For how long was his DJ set?
In fairness, it was 3 hours.
Jesus
He
Christ.
put on a show.
Nice.
He put on a serious show, and the thing is,
Fair play.
the flip side of the industry is every other experience I've had.
Yeah.
Not every other, but a lot of the experiences are if you get a DJ, you might not get them for too long, or they might not finish the whole set, or the longest you're going to get them to an hour.
Cal.
I will play
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, you, did,
absolute
you were supposed to do an
nightmare.
hour for me, and you did 10 minutes. I was like,
I'm joking.
no. So he came in, he delivered. He
Yeah.
was polite, he was respectable. I had a one-on-one with him. It was cool.
Nice. Is he tall?
He's really tall.
Is he?
Yeah.
No, I just want to.
Yeah,
Sometimes
he's-
so Daffy was tiny.
He's quite a surreal character though. He's he's
I don't know why that's made me laugh so much. Is he tall? Great.
no, honestly, he was a cool guy, and I had to go down to Newquay and meet him at the hotel before just to iron out a few business.
Oh,
deals.
yeah.
Make sure it was all.
Was
kind
there a
of,
lot of people with him? Because a lot of them.
Well,
take crew with
this
them,
was the
don't they?
bonus for me, right? So
Yeah.
he rolled with a fairly big crew, but again, no demands. It was just really humble
come
rider. Didn't ask for anything crazy, but
I was going to ask that. Was going to be our next question.
yeah, nothing major. I've seen. I'm not going to name drop anyone, but there's DJs that have cost just minimal DJs. I say I don't know. I'm trying to think of a polite way to put it. Who have asked for so much on the rider that it makes it kind of.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine.
I haven't actually checked your rider recently because
No,
we've got Party in the Castle coming up.
All
remember?
those sneak energies.
Yeah. No, but seriously, you have acts who are just starting off or possibly on the way down from their careers.
Yeah.
And the riders can be like,
They just want to rinse it.
Yeah, and Snoop. But anyway, Snoop's team was, again, being a massive fan of Death Row, he rolled up with a dog pound. So
No
both
way.
Daz and Corrupt were there as well. For me, that was like a huge bonus, because obviously they were all there. And it was a good night. I think we partied till about 6 a.m.
Quality.
Had a little lock-in.
Quality.
And I went on to tour manage a couple of other shows for him, which was like
No way.
pretty highlight for me. Yeah.
That's huge.
So shout out to Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, shout out to
Snoop
Snoop Dogg. Quickly, just chat to me about Friday Flavour, live and direct.
Yeah, it's coming back. It's coming
back,
back.
mate.
It's coming
I
back.
can't
Going to be a big return.
It's coming back.
Going
Obviously.
to be bringing live acts back to Exeter,
Yeah. So
surrounding areas.
Anyone
Yeah.
you got penned in for the first one back?
the
that
first
I'm
big
doing
thing
this.
back that's announced is Party in the Castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, huge. Rudimental. Nathan
Nathan
Dorr.
Dorr.
Two massive names.
Yeah.
DJ Ironic on the.
Owen's going to be there.
Ironic.
Blighty's going to be there.
Blighty's going to be there.
Louis J.
You're
Walker's
going to be there. You're going to be there.
Yeah, I'm going to be there. It's going to be a one hell of a party. Like
It's going to be great.
2019 was
It was
a vibe.
insane.
That
That
was
was
good.
so fun.
That was a good night. And that was the
Insane.
first proper one that I
Yeah.
sort of put on. But it's just such a shame it didn't happen when it was supposed to happen, because obviously we could only
Yeah.
kind of like go up from what we did and build it. But yeah, the planning that went into the last one, it was like it was a crazy amount of work.
Yeah.
And then obviously everything hit, and we kind of trying to think back to the time frame now, but like we felt like we might actually make it happen. Because you remember, like we went into lockdown in like March or
I
something.
remember,
And I was
yeah.
like, oh, it might be all right by May.
Yeah.
And who would have thought a year later? I moved it to September,
Yeah.
and then I had to move from September back to May 21. And I
And then
moved from May
and
to
then
September
again.
again. So it's like,
Yeah.
it feels like a never-ending gig, but like it's got to happen. Like it needs to happen.
Yeah, it definitely needs to happen. And when it does happen, it's going to be like bigger and better and busier than ever. Like it's just
gonna
going
be
to be amazing.
18th of September.
18th of
18th
September.
of September. 18th of September. If you go to Facebook, search Party in the Castle, you'll find the events page and all the info will be on there, and you can cop yourself a ticket.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be sold out.
Yeah, it's going to be sold
Hurry
out,
up.
so be quick. They go on sale March 29th.
March 28th, yeah.
March 28th. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's the next big thing. Live and direct.
Yeah.
Me and
Live and direct for, which was the last show? H?
the last live and direct was Wilkinson.
Oh, Wilkinson.
And that was
yeah.
literally
Big night.
just before lockdown, I think. Like
Yeah, that was a
yeah.
couple of weeks before
yeah, I
that.
think within a
was,
couple of
yeah.
weeks we were
Yeah.
all like shut down pretty
Yeah.
much. H was before that.
It was going to be J1 after, wasn't it?
J1 was
it
March.
literally like a few days.
Yeah, we missed that one, which is a shame. So hopefully we'll try and reschedule that at some point.
Yeah.
Obviously, like with what's happened, like there's going to be a lot of changes, like the venues and
Yeah, definitely. It's
the
gonna be
venue that we
completely
held
different.
live and direct at
Gone, isn't it?
is gone. So
Rest in peace, Lemmy.
yeah, which is sad. But
Is
you
that
know,
gone permanently, or is that just gone because...
They're not
It's
running
not
shows
actually-
out there anymore.
it's not actually a club anymore. But
Wow.
it's such a good venue for it. I mean,
Some of the bands I've seen
Oh, it's
in there,
perfect.
man, like
I watched Kano in there, like 2015, something like that, 2016. And
It's
it
a
was
great
just,
venue for it.
I'll never forget it. It was just amazing. Kano, 12-piece brass band in there.
Nah.
Yeah, on the stage. And it was rammed front to the back.
Nice.
It's just
mate.
amazing.
this is going to bring back my like Green Bay past.
Little Sims was his support act.
That's sick.
She was
Are you a fan, aren't
she
you?
was 21 at the time, and she was amazing. Like live, she was amazing.
And mate, this is going to bring back my like Green Bay past, but I saw Bring the Horizon in there. I've seen
No way.
I've seen like Boys Life, so that was like Boys Life.
yeah,
I took
yeah.
my grandma. She loved it.
I remember that because I was angry you didn't invite me.
Sorry, mate. And I've seen like my favourite band in there in Shikari, but like that venue has been for me like one of my favourite venues. It's
a cool venue.
because I've just the like calibre of bands I've seen in there.
Yeah,
And I've
especially
played
for
there as well,
gigs.
so like
yeah,
That
yeah.
energy.
sharing a stage, like
Yeah.
Like half hour before the doors open, and it's like a sold out night, and people are queuing outside and miss that.
did that
Oh,
H
that's
gig.
cool.
That we
The
were just-
H gig.
just that, like,
Yeah, that was something else. That was a cool
It was
gig.
insane.
What a night.
No, it was absolute chaos.
It's a real shame though, because like it is for gigs, it's like the perfect venue.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Timepiece is sort of a big thing for me, and we've had some great years and some great events there. But for gigs, dedicated gigs, Lemon Grover's got like the bigger capacity and the stage and everything else.
Yeah.
Whereas Timepiece, we've had some crazy parties, like the Dappy one was a prime example of that you came to.
Yeah.
But because of the lack of stage and stuff, he was like literally on a doorman's shoulders going around the
He
club.
was, yeah.
But it was
He was on the bar at one point.
Yeah, he put on a hell of a show, to be fair.
On the bar.
Just tearing
I
it
didn't
up.
come to that one.
Little Daffy.
Yeah, that was a really, really cool show. But like, yeah, we've done like Coolio there. We did the Sean Kingston tour. We did Snoop Dogg at the timepiece. But there's also
That Sean Kingston, mad.
yeah.
I remember seeing that.
We won't talk about that one on camera.
Now I want to know why.
But yeah, but Lemmy was a cool. You know, it's nice to branch out and just have different shows, different gigs, different places. But who knows? Hopefully it'll come back. We've got some cool plans for Timepiece as well. That's going to be open in May. So
Nice.
yeah,
Maybe that's your next business venture, to open a venue in Exeter.
yeah. Do you know what? Maybe.
My email's open. I gave you that idea, so you know.
Do you know what? It's just I think like the watch business is like taking up way more time and energy than I
definitely,
thought.
definitely.
But equally, like it's
For people watching who are interested in the watches and want to know a little bit more about the brand, where can they find it?
So it's oliviameylan.com, which is named after my son, my first son. And this model was the G0811 from my other son.
Just quickly talk to me about
Felt a bit
the
bad.
Exeter Chiefs collaborations.
Yeah, so my boy Jack Knoll is heavily behind the brand in general. He's been great on it. Developed a good sort of friendship and partnership. He's obviously brought out his own watch with us.
Yeah,
so
really nice
it's
looking
another
watch.
edition of this one. So it's G0811 Jack Knoll edition.
Yeah, black, really nice.
Yeah,
proper smart.
It's very much his sort of style. Like he got heavily on board with like helping design it and
Brilliant.
Gave his input and stuff.
Yeah,
and he's been great. Like he's been really behind it. And yeah, a few of the Chief boys are representing, which is really cool.
Yeah, good.
We've just launched in London. Well, we're about to launch in London in April when the shops reopen.
Nice.
Yeah, it's exciting. So it's a huge project though. There's no limits like where it can go, but like it's going to require like a lot of time. So
Yeah, it's huge. You need two of you.
I do literally. I'm not giving up on the events and stuff at all. But but equally, like I always want to have my hand in it. But
Yeah, definitely.
I have to now like really sort of navigate the time properly. But yeah, Pint in the Castle now is taking a lot of my time again, getting it all back on track.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that.
Definitely worth checking out Party in the Castle. Cal, magnificent DJ, is going to be there.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to be there.
Oh yeah.
Dave's going to be there.
And it is sponsored by a really good watch brand as well. Olivia Meylan.
What could you want?
See, that's what you want to put on your rider as well.
Yeah. What a watch.
A watch, yeah. Exactly.
Guys, I think that's a good time to wrap it up.
I just got it.
Yeah, so I want to say a big shout out to David Melyan for coming in, talking about his watch brand, Olivier Meylan, which you can find online, oliviameylan.com. Also chatting about Party in the Castle, which you can find tickets for. They go available soon. You can just search it on Facebook, find the event, check it out. Rudimental, Nathan Dorr, Cal Griffin, Louis J. Walker. Guys, pow, pow, pow. This has been the Wrap Up Podcast. Shout out to my co-host, Cal Griffin. I've been Louis J. Walker. Shout out David Melyan. See you guys later.